Okay, so once again, good morning. So for this situation, actually this situation about torsion, no? So according to some of my previous students that took up the board exam in last November 2024, sabi nila it's similar daw to this particular problem, no? So let's just try to solve it. Um, Two forces, each of magnitude P, are applied to the wrench. The diameter of the steel shaft BD is 15 millimeters. Use G equals 80 gigapascals for steel. And we are given A is equal to B is equal to 150 millimeters. So, lagyan natin. So, this is 150. This is also 150. And then C is 500. And then D is 100. Okay? So determine the largest allowable value of P if the shear stress in the shaft is not to exceed 120 megapascal. Okay? So bago tayo mag-start, let's assume first that this part right here is fixed support, no? Okay? Or ibig sabihin, there will be no rotation. So kumbaga, if you would imagine the figure, nakapasok yan dun sa parang block. No? So, itong part na to is assume natin na fixed na although walang binanggit sa problem. And wala rin naman binanggit tungkol sa ano dito at tungkol sa part na to. So, even if we assume otherwise, we cannot kumbaga incorporate that assumption kasi wala namang binigay na any data regarding that. So, let's just assume that that is fixed support. So, para lang itong ano, no, para lang may pole tapos merong forces, and take note that the forces applied are parallel, so meaning they will create a torsional effect, no, to our shaft, no. And yung magnitude ng torsion na yon tawagin nating P. Okay, can be calculated as yung P, kasi ano to couple ito no? Couple yan Parallel forces, tas yung distance between them. Di ba yung moment na ipoproduce ng couple is yung magnitude ng couple times yung perpendicular distance nila. In this case, that is 150 plus 150 or 300. So that is simply P times 300. Okay? And then, tinato tayo, number one, determine the largest allowable P if the shear stress in the shaft is not to exceed 120 megapascal. Okay? So, recall lang na yung shear stress, meron tayong ano yan Meron tayong iba't ibang klase ng shear stress. Una, meron tayong yung tinatawag na direct shear stress or yung simple shear stress. Meron tayong tinatawag na horizontal or flexural shear stress that is caused by bending. And meron din tayong torsional shear stress na caused by torsion. So sa tatlong yun, this falls under do sa pangatlo, which is yung torsional shear stress, because obviously the applied moment is twisting, no? Or ang effect niya sa object natin or sa shaft natin is twisting. So, ibig sabihin, we have to call out na yung shear stress that we will need to use here is equal to T rho over J. Okay? And this right here should not exceed 120 megapascals. Okay? So, yung P natin will be P times 300. Yung rho natin, okay, so yung shaft natin circular, So, pakita ko lang, circular. Ayan, yan kunwari yung shaft. Okay? So alam natin may center yan. So take note na itong row na to is any point dito, any point within the fiber or within the shaft at a distance row from the center. Pero if you want to maximize this, ang maximum shear stress dito ay makikita sa extreme point or do sa pinakalabas, dito sa circumference. Kasi yun yung may pinakamalaking row. Note that this row is proportional to the shear stress. So that's why ang gagamitin natin na row is yung mismong radius. Bali dito tayo maghahanap ng shear stress. Ayan. So the shear stress, I mean the row here would be equal to, so sabi kasi dito ang diameter daw ng shaft 15. So ibig sabihin ito ay 15 over 2. Okay, or 7.5. Okay? over J. Now, because this is a solid shaft, circular, that is pi over 32 times yung diameter to the fourth. Okay? And that should not exceed 120. And note lang natin kung ano yung units dito. I am assuming na yung makukuha ko dito ay Newton. So ito ay naka-millimeter, ito ay naka-millimeter, at ito ay naka-millimeter to the fourth. So itong millimeter na to magiging squared divided by millimeter to the fourth. So mag-cancel, may iwan ay millimeter squared. Which is yung Newton per millimeter squared is equivalent sa megapascal. So okay lang, no? So pwede natin i-proceed ito without applying any conversion. So solving for P, so ang P ngayon lalabas less than or equal. So cross-multiply lang natin lahat sa kabilang side. So that is 120 cross-multiply pi over 32 times 15 to the fourth over 300 times 7.5. Okay? So yung P na lalabas ay 265.07. So P should not exceed 265.07 rather Newton. Ayan. Okay? So for this one, ang sagot natin would be letter A. Ayan, largest allowable. So ibig sabihin, we can say 265 no, from the choices. Okay? Next, determine the largest allowable P if its angle of twist is limited to 5 degrees. So, ito naman. So, ito ay number 1. Sa number 2, pag sinabi natin angle of twist, theta, that is your TL over JG. Ayan. Okay? So, once again, etong theta na to, we have to set this no, to be not exceeding 5 degrees. Okay? Kaya lang, take note na kapag ka nag-input tayo dito ng mga values, ang magiging units nito ay radians. So, ibig sabihin, itong 5 degrees ito, kailangan natin i-convert sa radians. So, mag-multiply tayo dito ng pi over 180 para ma-convert siya sa radians. Okay? So, once again, yung T natin is P times 300. Okay, yung L natin, okay. So, ito ngayon yun, yung assumption ko kanina na fix siya dito. So, ibig sabihin, yung L natin is yung length lang mula dun sa fix hanggang doon sa kung saan yung application ng forces. Or in this case, yun yung 500. Okay? So, that would be 500 for our length. Again, yung J natin will be the same. Pi over 32 times 15 to the fourth. Tapos yung G natin is 80. But we have to convert this to megapascals, no? Para mag-cancel out lang lahat ng units. No? Kapag chinek mo yan, Newton to, millimeter to, millimeter to. Ito ay Newton per millimeter squared kasi megapascal. Ito ay millimeter to the fourth, no? So, ito magka-cancel dito. So, may iwan ay squared na magka-cancel naman sa dalawang to. So, wala na yan. Tapos itong Newton na to, saka Newton na to ay magka-cancel lang din. So, ibig sabihin, wala nang units ito. At ang papalit na units doon will be an angular unit which we know to be radians. So, that's why kabilang side ng equation, kailangan mo rin gawing radians. Okay? So this should not exceed 5 pi over 180. So once again, solve lang natin yung P. So masasolve natin dito na P should not exceed, cross multiply lang ulit lahat, 5 pi times pi over 32 times 15 to the fourth times 80,000 over 180 times 300 times 500. Ayan. So that's 231.32 Newton. So our 4 should not exceed 231.32 Newton so that our angle of twist will not exceed 5 degrees. And in this case, our answer would be letter C. Okay? For number 3, if P is 150, calculate the torsional stress at D. So pinapahanap lang yung torsional stress sa D. So number 3. Okay? So if P is 150. So it turns out that if P is 130, so yung torsion natin will be 150 times 300. Diba? Pwede natin computein kung gusto nyo, no? 150 times 300. So that's 45,000 newtons. 45,000 newton millimeter. Okay? So, pinapahanap lang shear stress. So, napakasimple. So, that would be T rho over J. Okay? So, that is 45,000 times rho. So, once again, ang pinag-uusapan natin kasi is maximum dito. Although wala siyang binanggit specifically, pero normally kasi pagka tinatanong sa'yo ng torsional stress, ibig sabihin na nun, isinahanap mo yung pinakamalaki. Kasi yun yung meron kang concern. No? Yun yung meron kang, kumbaga yun yung gusto mong malaman kung ano yung pinakamalaki na stress doon sa part na yun. Okay? So again, ang gagamitin natin dito is yung radius and then J pi over 32 times 15 to the fourth. Okay? And shear stress at point D, no? At point D would be, okay, would be 67.91. Okay? So, I think, I think may mali doon sa choices, no? Kasi T is 150, tama naman. 150, tapos yung T natin, 150 times 300, tama ba yun? Ayan, yun talaga, no? And then our rho is 7.5 and then pi over 2. Okay, so that's our stress. It's supposed to be 67.91. Okay, so that is our answer for number 3.